Hello traders, it's me Krasimir Panayotov back in the Rich Spirit channel creating the next Forex video. This video guys will be again the weekly analysis on some of the most traded pairs in the Forex market. We will check out some gold pairs, some silver, Bitcoin, and let's get started because I can't wait to see that money again. Let's start with Euro USD guys and let's check what's going on the daily chart. Now you can see that we have this expansion wedge pattern which got broken right here, and then we created this channel to the upside. Now what I expect on Euro USD is or a continuation to the upside, probably to this previous high, or even higher to this area right here. That's 1.24400. Why? Because if we go on the weekly chart, you can see where are the previous highs, and that is the exact target that we can be looking for if the price continues trending in this channel. Let's go back to the daily and analyze what we have had here. After breaking this resistance line right here, we had a short consolidation and a push to the upside. Now we have a small range here. Let's go to the 4-hour and see what's going on here. Okay, we have the double top. Now if this pattern doesn't break below this support area, then we will probably continue for a little while and go again back bullish. But if we break below this neckline, then we're going lower, probably to this previous low over here. That is what I expect the market to do, and here we have another beautiful support area. That's it for this market. Let's move to the GBP USD, and that's another banger right here. You can see, as I have spoken earlier on my videos and in my Facebook profile, here you have the daily trend, which is still going. Here we had the flag pattern I have told you about earlier, and after the break of the flag pattern we had a correction and then a nice clean move to the upside from here, and that was a beautiful move because that's exactly the way how we trade the flag pattern. You have the breakthrough here, then you have a correction to accumulate more buyers, and then you have a nice position to enter long on this market. Now let's go on the 4-hour chart and see how this happened and where we could enter. Now here is your flag pattern. Okay, here is the break and the pullback. On the first pullback here you could enter a buy trade. You see this pin bar candlestick right here telling you that possible reversal is happening. Then you have a bullish candle and then second strong bullish confirmation. Now here you could enter a trade and you could of course set a stop loss or straight below the candle, or to give it a little more space, let's say below these previous lows over here, right? These lows over here. Yeah, that's a nice entry. Also, then you have the price going back again with this nice drop. Here it could be your second entry. Now why we enter here? Because if you can see here you have this beautiful bullish engulfing pattern candlestick. If you don't know what is the bullish engulfing pattern, you have to read about it or ask me to make a video on this pattern, but you can check out also my big shadow video. I'll put a link in the description. Now after this bullish engulfing candle guys, you just enter your trade somewhere here, or you enter after this better engulfing pattern, and you wait. How much? Not so long time before the market just spikes on the news. Okay, so what we have here? Here we have the sort of pennant pattern, and after the breakthrough everything is clear to the upside. What we have now, after we have reached this weekly resistance zone. Why weekly resistance zone? Because if we go to the weekly, we see that this blue zone was a resistance long time in the past, so now it can be a resistance too. So if it acts as a resistance, we can expect a push to the downside. Okay, so here you have one support area and here you have another support area, so such drop is possible on GBP USD, but because we are on a uptrend, as you can see this trend going on here, then I wouldn't sell this market. I would better enter a buy trade so we can reach the next resistance area on the weekly chart. Why resistance area? Because here is your next support and resistance lows and highs. So that's a nice opportunity. If the market pulls back to the previous support, we can look for bullish signals to enter a long trade, or to the previous high and the previous resistance, or to break it and to look for a target far away on the next resistance area on the weekly chart. And that's a good setup that I would love to take. Now let's check also some other pairs like Euro GBP. Now here on this chart you just have to imagine which pair would do better, the Euro USD or the GBP USD. The only thing you have to know, that's for the beginners, is that we have a broken downtrend and we are currently in a consolidation box. This is a consolidation box, so the price is still in decision. Here we don't have trend, we have a sideways market. And what we need in order to have trend? In order to have trend, we need or the price to break through here and start a new uptrend, or to continue lower and break these previous lows over here. If we have that, we can definitely continue to these previous lows over here, and that could be a nice target for the sellers. But I personally see some exhaustion here, so it's very possible we to end up creating this W pattern right here, and after a valid break we can reach back to the previous resistance zone around 0.88750. That's it for this market, guys. Let's check out the signals here. We don't have a nice signal. It was a quiet week for the Euro GBP, so we have to wait and see. I believe that after such a long downtrend, we can see some at least correction to the upside, maybe to this previous resistance, and that's a good zone. Let's now check out some other pairs, guys. Let's see what we have on the USD CAD. Let's see, another overextended market to the downside. You see that we had this beautiful downtrend, but then we couldn't break it. But I have to tell you guys that we are on the bottom of another support area. As you can see here, we had a nice edge, and if you can see here, we have few more lows, so we have a very big chance for a reversal on this market, and that's the USD CAD. So wait for bullish signals around this area, or for some beautiful reversal pattern, let's say double bottom or head and shoulders, or some wedge pattern could be nice. And of course you aim for the previous resistances, like the one here and then the one right here. That's a potential targets, but still we don't have a bullish signal, so still we don't buy this pair. We wait for nice patterns that can tell us a lot of buyers are stepping into the market and we can join with the bigger crowd. Now if we go more bearish on this, if the dollar continue going back, going so cheap, then we have a nice double top right here. Not the best one, but it can really go north if the things with the US economy and the US dollar go wrong. The cat is doing pretty well still, so we don't have sign for reversal. We don't have any signs for a reversal on this market. You see, the bearish power is so strong that we don't even have a question about it. Okay guys, let's move to the next one and let's this be the GOAT. Let's check it out. And that's the correction that we have seen on the daily chart. You see, we had a very bullish market for a long time. And now we have this beautiful correction to the downside, which is already about 50% reversed. That's the whole length of the correction. Now here guys, I want to show you this channel which catches pretty much the whole correction, and then we have this beautiful pullback to the upside. Of course, the double bottom which played very well, and we have a slow move to the upside. Now what I expect here on this market, I personally expect a short pullback to this support area, and from there we can target our next resistance, and that's a beautiful move. But if the buyers are so persistent, we don't even need a correction, we can just continue to the upside and reach these previous highs. After that, of course, we can have a short consolidation, and then the next target is our ultimate high right here, and that's beautiful. Similar thing we can find on silver. That's your daily chart, and you have the triple top or something like this. Now I want to tell you guys that this market is quite underrated, and if we break these highs over here, we can really target some previous highs. As you can see on the monthly chart, we had prices like 44, 47, 40 dollars for 1 troy ounce, or however it's called. That's also a very nice market. Robert Kiyosaki, the financial guru, was speaking about it so long time ago, and if we really break this resistance, we have a lot of space to go upwards, because the silver is still very used metal in productions, as jewelries, as in the medicine. It's gonna blow up, in my opinion. If not, then this resistance will hold for a little more while, but I'm optimistic for this market. Now let's see something else, guys. Let's this be USD CHF. Okay, here we had a nice swing, and you're now back in these support areas. Probably the price will try to touch this support once again, or from here it can just create some bullish engulfing, and from there, respecting this support area, can shoot back up and do its own things. Now this would be a nice target for the buyers. If we see some bullish signal, we can enter a bullish trade. If not, I'm not interested in this market. Let's check the Euro JPY, and this is the monthly chart. So I want to show you guys how this chart is actually squeezed between these triangle sides, and in fact we are already out of the triangle, so that's very interesting. We can reach this previous high over here. That could be a nice, or we can pull back to these support areas for another push to the upside. That's interesting. Let's check the weekly. You see just straight uptrend, and the daily. That's it. Now after such a long uptrend, I would love to see some beautiful correction to the upside, to the downside, excuse me, and then only to look for some more bullish signals. Here you have the resistance, so such a correction is very possible to happen. Just open your eyes, guys, and expect everything to happen in the forex market, because this is how you make money. You have to be aware of what's going on. You have to be adaptive. Okay, let's check the GBP, JPY. Let's see the daily chart. Again, the uptrend. Again, a broken triangle pattern, which is interesting, but not that much. And here you have again the resistance here. You see these previous highs over here, maybe even a little bit lower. So I think that on JPY we can really have a correction. Now, if on the euro, if on the GBP we have a chance for reversal, then we have to also check the USD JPY and see if we have a resistance there as well, because all these pairs, they correlate with each other. So let's check out there, and we can see that here we also have a resistance. So if we break this trend, it seems like we are already breaking it. If we try another attempt, and then we see a sell signal here, then we can enter a short position and look for profit targets, or at this previous low, or at some previous support area like this one here, or why not even lower, this one here. Let's check this out. Yes, that's pretty nice. So let's see, guys, if we can see this reversal, and let's see on the next weekly review if we see something like this, and let's analyze this together. Now that's all from me for today and for this video, guys. I'm glad that I'm back here with you, and I thank you so much for all the support in the Facebook profile. I sent you all my good wishes and wish you successful trading week. See you in the next video. Peace.